Kim, what is our second main topic today?
All right. Raza Hyder says, "Hey, John. Hope everyone's well today. Deadline announced yesterday that Cobie Smulders will return as Agent Maria Hill for the upcoming Secret Invasion series on Disney+. This will mark her 9th MCU project. I always love Nick Fury and Hill's camaraderie, so this is awesome news, even though it was expected she'd be in the show. What do you think of seeing the real Hill again after Far From Home? Thanks."
That is actually kind of interesting. That is really, really interesting. Because, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I am actually a big fan of Cobie Smulders, even though I have never watched How I Met Your Mother. I know that that's where everybody knows her from, right? It's from How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
I never really watched her on that. I mean, I saw 1 or 2 episodes. I mean, Jason Segel's in that, right? And Neil Patrick Harris. And I know a lot of people swear by that show. I watched 1 or 2 episodes. I didn't think it was bad. Not like I think Big Bang Theory is bad. But I didn't think it was bad. I just, never kind of got around to watching. So for me, Cobie Smulders was really, I've always just known her as Agent Maria Hill.
Oh.
And I've always liked her so much in that role. And as a matter of fact, I think I've told this story before, but indulge me in case I haven't. My favorite Cobie Smulders story has to do with Robert Downey Jr. as well. I was invited a few years ago to be the moderator and MC of the Avengers Age of Ultron press junket day.
So cool.
So I got to stand up there at the table I got to stand up at the podium beside the table with all of the Avengers cast. And Cobie Smulders was up there as well. Of course, she's in the movie. So I'm standing there at the head. I'm standing right beside Scarlett Johansson, Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Robert Downey Jr., Jeremy Renner. I mean, they're all there. They're all there. And here's the thing. I was going to pose 1 or 2 questions, and then I was going to take questions from all the media in the audience, right? And I knew that with Chris Evans at the table, with Robert Downey Jr. at the table, with Scarlett Johansson at the table, nobody's going to ask Cobie Smulders a question. So I decide I'm going to ask the first question to Cobie Smulders.
Good for you. That's awesome.
And she was pregnant at the time, right? Like she was really pregnant at the time. So we start off, I welcome everybody, introduce the panel and introduce the table. And then I go, all right, our first question today, I'm going to pose to Cobie Smulders. And even Cobie was like, what? Me? And I asked her a question about Maria Hill. She's kind of been some connective tissue throughout the MCU. What does it mean for her to be in this movie and all this kind of stuff, right? And it was great. It was fun. Then I go on to start saying something else, and Robert Downey Jr. raises his hand. I'm like, yes, Robert Downey Jr. And Robert Downey Jr. goes, the next time I am not asked the first question, I am fucking walking out of here. Like, totally. Right? It was gold. The whole place erupted. It was absolutely gold. Favorite Cobie Smulders. Anyway, yes, we shouldn't be surprised that Agent Maria Hill is coming back. She is, of course, Nick Fury's right hand. She's absolutely Nick Fury's right hand. She was snapped away with him, at the end of Infinity War in the post-credit scene. So she is, of course, going to be back. This comes to us from the folks over at Screen Rant, who write, Cobie Smulders is set to reprise her role as Maria Hill for the Marvel event series Secret Invasion. Smulders first appeared as S.H.I.E.L.D. agent Maria Hill in the 2012 The Avengers. What I think is honestly still the best comic book movie ever made, in my opinion. Anyway, acting as the right hand to Samuel L. Jackson's S.H.I.E.L.D. director Nick Fury. Hill appeared in multiple MCU projects since that time, including Captain America: The Winter Soldier, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Avengers: Infinity War, Avengers: Endgame, and most recently in Spider-Man: Far From Home. I loved her small role in that. Smulders also appeared in numerous episodes of the spin-off show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And that, of course, comes to us from Screen Rant. And this is great because she really is one of those overlooked pieces of connective tissue that kind of just makes, when you're in a movie and like she pops up, like in that Spider-Man film, it just, again, makes the audience feel like we're home. It's not just my favorite rocking chair in the corner. Oh, it's that little end table is there as well. Like just these little things that add up. And I think she's great. As a matter of fact, she just had a TV show, I think it was on Fox, with Jake Johnson. Jake Johnson from New Girl was in it. And I cannot remember. She was like some kind of bounty hunter.
She was like a alcoholic bounty hunter.
An alcoholic bounty hunter or private investigator, right? I guess something Boomtown or Dogtown. Guys in the live chat. Stumptown. Thank you. Joseph 4. Remind me, it's called Stumptown. So did Calvin and so did Talia. It was called Stumptown. I think it got canceled after one season. I can't remember. It was actually not a bad show. And I thought she was pretty cool in the lead. And of course, I love Jake Johnson as well.
Oh my
but
God,
anyway, I'm very excited to see her come back for this. Kim, you heard she's going to appear in this. Really shouldn't be a surprise, but it's still nice to hear that she's there. What do you think?
Not a surprise, but she really is that face that when you see her, like, you know it's going down, because she's like, she has really good, a little bit of comic relief in the series. However, whenever she's on screen, she's such a badass without trying too hard. She's just an effortless badass, and she's got that stealth mode, that kind that Nick Fury does not suffer fools. So only someone like Maria Hill can hang with him. And I just love her. My favorite role of her is in Winter Soldier. Like when she pops up and she takes off the helmet, and I'm like, yep. Oh, reliable, kicking ass. Let's go. I love her. I can't wait to see her in Invasion.
Question is for you guys. What do you think about Cobie Smulders returning to the role of Maria Hill in the upcoming series Secret Invasion? I know a lot of people are looking forward to it. Whatever you guys are thinking, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.